everybody talks about horsepower. So 200 bhp, 300 km per hour, 0 to 100. But कोई भी ना main question नहीं पूछता है. Can your dream bike really survive this country here in India? Because India is a chaos bike. सबको पता है यहाँ क्या होता है क्या नहीं. Moment you are Mark Marquez and you are going all knee down on the road and everything, and just next moment you find yourself on a huge ass speed breaker और तुम्हारे सामने एक स्कूटी वाला सिलेंडर पे लेके जा रहा है. सिलेंडर भी तुम्हें नहीं पता तुम्हारे ऊपर गिरेगा. सो इंडिया इज समथिंग नॉट every manufacturer kept in mind जब वो ये सब बाइक्स बना रहे थे. So the question is, can your dream bike survive India? And that's why we are here today to answer this question कि क्या है क्या नहीं है. Let's dive deep into this. What is the best super bike for India? Like in terms of real ownership, real roads, real rides, and not just Instagram rides. It should have comfort and everything. Okay, it should be fast. It should be comfortable on the off roads. Be able to handle the ditches. So which bike is that? And trust me, the answer to this is not something that you had thought of. See, so अब डिस्कस करते हैं कि ये सारी सुपर बाइक्स यूरोप में बनी होती हैं. एंड यूरोप का वेदर अगर तुम देखो तो स्मूथ रोड्स, क्लीनर एनवायरनमेंट एंड एंडलेस कॉर्नर्स और सारी तरह के रोड्स एंड सब कुछ होता है. सो दीज बाइक्स आर मेड while keeping this in design. Even for Japanese अगर आप देखोगे तो उनके भी roads and everything is not like how in India is. एंड इंडिया में जब ये बाइक्स आती हैं सो 47 डिग्री हीट, रैंडम पोर्ट होल्स होते हैं, एपेक्स पे गाय बैठी होगी तुम्हारे एकदम से, ठीक है, एंड फ्यूल में एथेनॉल बढ़ता जा रहा है. सो देर आर सो मेनी इश्यूज इन इंडिया विच दीज बाइक्स वर नॉट थॉट ऑफ व्हेन इन्हें बनाया जा रहा था. तो अब जब ये इंडिया में आ चुकी है तो क्या हो रहा है एंड व्हाट्स दैट बाइक जो तुम यहाँ फिर भी रख सकते हो एंड क्या हो सकता है. ऑलवेज नो ओके द फास्टेस्ट बाइक इज़ नॉट द राइट बाइक. सबको ऐसा लगता है कि जो सबसे फास्ट बाइक है वही सब कुछ. बट आफ्टर सम पॉइंट ऑन योर बाइक योर कंफर्ट ऑल्सो मीन्स समथिंग. इफ यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल ऑन योर बाइक you will be slow. I have seen many riders in case Panigale V4 but they're slower than a BMW or a 10R guy because they are not comfortable on their bike. So the comfort means something that is only when you can connect to your machine and you can ride it to full potential. Other thing in India becomes reliability, because reliability here is something more like a freedom. If your bike is not reliable, you're gonna end up spending a lot of money, and most of the time your bike will be just standing in service center because of the parts availability or a lot of other issues. And this is where the fight begins. So now let's talk about the main 4 contenders that we have in India, and the first one being my favorite or everyone's favorite, a ZX-10R. Okay, ZX-10R on paper is brutally fast, stable, track capable, surprisingly reliable for India. Yeah, that is why most of the Indians love it. So the real reason, it is built for abuse. You can abuse this bike while being a little class and it won't throw any tantrum at you. ठीक है, वो फिर भी चलेगी. एंड मेरे को हो चुका है, आई हैव रिडन माई बाइक 22,000 किलोमीटर्स एंड अभी तक उसने कभी भी ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया है. वाइल माई डुकाटी ऑलमोस्ट थ्रू अ इंजन एट मी on 12,000 kilometers. For that, yeah, ZX-10R attitude is like bad roads, yes, heat, yes, highway pulls, it is meant for that. So it might not be the fanciest looking bike, it might not be emotional bike here, but it feels like that one friend who will always stand by you no matter where the fight happens. He's there to fight for you. ZX-10R is something like that for Indians. And now coming to everyone's recent favorite that everyone's been talking about, the BMW S1000RR. This thing with its latest update, with all the wings going around and everything, looks more like a fighter jet with rear view mirrors instead of a bike. And electronics, you name the electronics, it's there. There might be few electronics जिनके बारे में तुम्हें पता भी नहीं होगा, and वो हैं उस बाइक में already. So this is a very stable, very reliable, not reliable but very calm bike, but fast. It is one bike that can make even an average rider feel fast. So it's that good. The bike is that good. Smoother than even the 10R. The 10R is smoother during the low rev range, but higher rev range it just gets mad. While BMW is smoother during the whole of the rev range, and it's more refined. It's more forgiving. It'll give you more chances to correct your mistakes and everything. In terms of if you compare it with the other elite class bikes. So BMW somewhere sits on a very good ground here because it's a fast bike, and it is because inline engines are a little bit more reliable, so it comes in a reliable point as well, but with not so many points in India because because of the Indian weather, and the more the electronics are, the more these bikes are susceptible to warnings and damages and all these things over here. After this we go to our third contender, that is Panigale V4. So Panigale V4, I call it the Italian drug. So once you have it, once you see it, once you hear it, you just cannot forget about it. And बचपन से मेरी भी dream थी, and because of that I owned a V4. Luckily मैं उस time Bangalore रह रहा था, तो it was easier for me to handle it because it was not that hot over there during those years and those days. But as soon as I shifted to Delhi after the heat, it was just like I was not able to bear it and I had to let it go. But then this is that one bike everyone dreams about. This is that one bike where it's not a bike, it's a piece of art. It's a theater. Every time you start this bike and it's Oprah on the road, everyone's eyes are on it. Nothing feels as special as a Panigale. Someday even I would want to have so much money here that I have a Panigale just standing over here. Even if I'm not able to ride it, I just want to get up and look at it every day. It's that kind of a machine. But here's the catch. India is not easy on Ducati. Okay, the heat, Ducatis are famous for heating a lot, even in the Europes. So over here you can imagine when India is already heating up so much, so how much of heat that bike can create. Traffic is another one thing Ducatis don't like. Maintenance, you won't find one sophisticated guy who can actually maintain it if we don't consider the expensive costs, because that's going to be expensive over here. Ducatis are expensive to maintain, expensive to buy, but if you end up inside city traffic, after 20 minutes you're gonna feel like your legs are gonna become butter naan, trust me. So with this, let's move on to our fourth and final contender, India का सबसे ज़्यादा favorite bike, like something जो छोटे बच्चे भी जानते हैं, सब जानते हैं, the mighty Hayabusa. So now, then there's Suzuki Hayabusa. It's just the legend. It's the legend. Since Dhoom came and everyone saw superbikes for the first time, this became legend. This became the inspiration for everyone to get into biking in India. And John Ibrahim, hats off to you for making this possible for all of us. And now Hayabusa सबसे ज़्यादा fast bike नहीं है, and it is not the lightest bike as well. It is not a bike जो तुम ट्रैफिक में एकदम से कटिंग करते हुए ले जाओगे. So but on Indian highways, this is one unstoppable super bike. It's comfortable, it's stable, it's massive road presence over there, and you have seen my friend Atik, he just bought it and we have been dragging along on Dwarka, and this guy, he just rips it anything. The thing doesn't wobble, doesn't shake, it just goes like a missile without any movement. So in that, yeah, the bike just says to everyone, hut jao yaar, hut jao, move, Hayabusa is coming. So that thing is there for the Hayabusa. Now coming to the main part, what actually matters in India? Okay, so we'll cover it step by step because this is where most of the reviews get it very wrong. It is not about the fastest or the comfortable. India changes motorcycling priorities every now and then. Things are changing here so rapid, and the best superbike, according to me, needs to have these 5 things balanced in India at least. First point is heat management, because in India, that's the biggest point. You're not riding bikes here 9 months out of 12, you're marinating literally. आप बस traffic में खड़े हो गए and you'll be sweating like anything. Your bike will be hot, super hot. So yeah, heat management is one thing that we should always look up to when we are looking for a bike. Second is a service network. If you own a 30 to 40 lakh rupees motorcycle and your nearest service center is 900 kilometers away, there's no point getting it, because you will just be hassled up into all this maintenance runs and all these things. So service network is a big thing for me, at least I think. Third would be road reality, कि where you are living, आप कहाँ रह रहे हो, वहाँ पे कैसे roads हैं, कैसे आपको बाइक को हर रोज़ निकालना है, which is going to be different for everyone, कि वो कहाँ रहते हैं, कितने पोर्ट होल्स हैं, कैसे रोड्स हैं, and how much ground clearance that bike has. Because अगर आप बाइक निकालते ही घर से and you're getting irritated, I don't think that's the best bike for you. The fourth thing I feel is rider confidence. जो बाइक आपके अंदर rider confidence पैदा करे, the bike that makes you push more, बाइक जिसको बैठ के आपको मन करे, every time you're there, it asks you to push more and you're that comfortable with that. I think that is the best bike for you. इससे कि तुम ऐसी कोई बाइक चलाओ जो तुम्हें एक्सेलरेट देते ही डरा रही है and you're getting scared of it. So I would not suggest that for anyone. And the fifth point, जो मेरे खुद के बाकी सारे points को negate कर देता है, is emotion. Obviously, in the end, bike is not like a car, it's not a cycle, or it's not any other means of transport. Super bikes are something, adventure bikes and cruiser bikes, super bikes, they are something emotional. कोई भी बंदा, मुझे नहीं लगता है, इवन दो मैंने खुद ही सारे पॉइंट्स बोले एंड एवरीथिंग, आई हैव बॉट बाइक्स आउट ऑफ माई इमोशन, एंड कोई भी बाइक्स को प्रैक्टिकलिटी पे आखिरी में नहीं खरीदता, नो मैटर हम कितनी भी इस बारे में बातें करें, इन द एंड इट ऑल गोज टू वेन, बिकॉज देयर विल बी सम बाइक दैट विल जस्ट लुक इनटू योर आई एंड विल जस्ट टेल यू दैट आई एम द वन. और यही होता है, हम कितना भी करते रहें, यू विल स्पेंड मंथ्स रिसर्चिंग ऑन दिस एंड दैट, एंड देन वन फाइन डे यू विल सी दैट वन बाइक, और वो बस तुम्हें देखते ही बता देगी कि बॉस आई एम द वन, एंड यू विल गो फॉर इट. सो या दैट्स द फिफ्थ पॉइंट. सो द फाइनल वर्डिक्ट, जो क्वेश्चन हमने स्टार्ट किया था कि भाई कौन सी सुपर बाइक सबसे बेस्ट है, क्या है, एंड देन तुम्हें पता है इन द एंड देयर इज नो आंसर टू इट. अगर तुम्हें कोई इसका आंसर दे पा रहा है देन दे आर जस्ट फूलिंग यू. देयर इज नो सुपर बाइक दैट इज द बेस्ट. इट ऑल कम्स डाउन टू योर प्रेफरेंसेज, इट ऑल कम्स डाउन टू योर इमोशन. बट या अगर इमोशन वाली चीज़ को साइड रख दें, देन अकॉर्डिंग टू माई प्रेफरेंसेज आई वुड से कि अगर आप लोगों को, इफ़ यू हैव द मेंटेनेंस इन द मनी, गो फॉर द BMW S1000RR, बिकॉज it's a fast bike. It will fulfill all your needs of super biking and that sound of inline. So it is a complete package in that sense. Plus there are a lot of electronics to help you out. If you're a new rider, it will help you a lot. It will give you a lot of confidence to push, and the sitting position is more comfortable. So I would say go for the BMW. If you want a best value machine and more mechanical feel to it, I would say go for the 10R. It has the least electronics and it's value for money, although it's now getting expensive as much as it has become as much as BMW, but it will give you that raw feeling of a liter class engine still. It will not, it will not disturb you or your riding style or try to, do adjustments on its own. It will leave everything to you. Mostly it's a raw machine. So that gives, according to me, I feel that gives a more room for a rider to improve. So I would say that's when you go for a 10R. And yeah, most emotional, I would say, if you have a lot of money and you are like, okay, so I would any day go and buy a Pinnacle V4 and keep it standing, even if I don't have to ride it, as I said. So that's one bike, that's just, it's like the Ferrari of the bikes. And if you want that road presence, you want everybody to know your name, every kid in every corner and every gully to scream, "Bhaiya, bhaiya, bhaiya, bhaiya," then Hayabusa is the one to go. It's stable, it's reliable, it has got good electronics, cruise control and everything, and a sound, whatever you need, that bike has it all. So then guys, this was it, and we'll end this video over here, and फिर मिलेंगे नई वीडियो में कल दोबारा से 3 बजे, कुछ ना कुछ और करेंगे. And now I'm gonna start my curry vlog series, so we'll be going to Coimbatore. I'm trying कि उसमें कुछ different करेंगे. Let's see how it goes. So bye bye, take care. Maybe the perfect super bike doesn't actually exist. Maybe every little bike is a compromise. Some trade comfort for emotion, some trade madness for reality. Some make your heart race, others make your lap times faster. But maybe that's exactly why we love them. Because motorcycles were never meant to be perfect. They were meant to make us feel alive. And honestly, on Indian roads, that feeling becomes even crazier.